students. I hope you are all good, right? And we should be thankful to our Samagra Siksha Abhiyan because we are having these online classes in this pandemic situation. Now I want to introduce myself. I'm Neelima, working as English PGT in Chipagiri, Kurnool district. Today I want to explain you about vocabulary. So already we have learned this vocabulary in our schooling days, in our inter first year, right? And coming to the inter second year, we are having this vocabulary for 5 marks. In first year, we are having 3 marks for this vocabulary. And coming to the second year, we are having 5 marks for this vocabulary. And coming to the vocabulary, what is meant by vocabulary? Vocabulary is all about the words. Is all about the words that we are communicating in our daily language. So there are many words. See, these are all the words that including in this vocabulary. These all are the words. So all about the words that are we communicating. We communicating in our daily language. Yes, vocabulary. And this is very difficult to identify or memorize or having sense of many of the word meaning of the words. So it is very difficult to memorize all the meaning of the words, but by the root word it is very easy to memorize the vocabulary. See here, this is a root word. So this is a root word that this root word cannot survive on its own. This root word cannot survive on its own. So this root word need help. By joining the other, by adding other words, some other more words, it gives the complete meaning or sense of the word. See here, by adding prefixes and suffixes, it gets some meaning. It gets particular and exact meaning of the word. So prefixes come before the root word, suffixes come after the root word. So this root word cannot survive on its own. By adding these suffixes and prefixes, it get exact word and meaning of the word. So in our textbook, we are having 10 root words. We are having 10 root words. So coming to the first root word in our textbook. What is the first root word in our textbook? See here. Anthrop. See here, this is the first root word in our textbook. So this is anthrop. What is this? Anthrop. So anthrop meaning is human. Anthrop meaning is human. So all the human beings are called as anthropes, right? And this is a root word. These all the words come from this root word. These all the words come from this root word. See here, anthropology. This is the first one is anthropology. Anthrop means already have studied here human, right? And logy means steady. Logy means steady. See, anthrop means human, logy means steady. So the meaning of the anthropology is the study of humans. The study of humans is known as anthropology. And coming to the next one, anthropocentric. Anthrop means human, centric means the center, So see here, human beings as center, giving preference to human beings. Giving preference to human beings is known as the anthropocentric. So main importance, preference to the human being is known as the anthropocentric. And coming to the next one, anthropomorphic or anthropoid. Anthropomorphic or anthropoid. Shaped like humans. Form, and morph means form. Shaped like human. Many of the cartoons that children are watching cartoons, right? Every day they are watching cartoons. So in that cartoons, if you see, some cartoons are like morphed like human beings. Many of the cartoons they are watching is morphed like resembling like human beings, right? And the best example for this anthropomorphic is robo. See, robots that are working as human beings, and they walk like human beings, they're working as human beings, and they everything it resembling like a human beings. That is the best example for this anthropomorphic. And coming to the next one, misanthrope. Misanthrope. Miso means hate. Miso means hate. Miso means hate. The meaning of the miso is hate. Next, anthrop means human. So, hater of human beings. Hater of human beings is known as misanthrope. Many of the people, they don't like to communicate with each other. They want to be alone. So they want to be alone. They don't want to be communicated. They don't want to be socialistic. So they are alone. They should be reserved. Okay. So the people they call as the misanthrope. And this is a deadly opposite word for this misanthrope. Philanthropist. Philanthropist is the opposite word to misanthrope, because here he hates human beings. Here he loves human beings. See here, one who loves human beings is known as philanthropist. See, in orphanage there are many children who are being like orphans. They don't have any parents, right? Many of the old people, they are in orphans. So some people, they love human beings, so they give their funds, time, ability, everything to that orphanage. So they give their funds to help the orphanage people. So he loved more. He loved much human beings. So that is known as the philanthropy. So anthropology is study of humans. Anthropocentric is human being as center, giving preference and importance to the human beings. And coming next one is anthropomorphic is shaped like human beings. Example is robo. And next, misanthrope, the hater of human being. And philanthropist is one who loves the human beings. This is the first root word that we are having in our textbook. And coming to the second root word, loqua. Coming to the next one is loqua. Loqua means talk. See, already the people, we are having communication, right? We are expressing our views, our thoughts, our emotions in words. That is known as talk. See here, see, the first one is loqua is talk, means matlada. Matlada means loqua. Next, and the first one is loquacious. This is a root word. These all words come from this root word. See, first one is loquacious, of talking a lot, I love talking. I want to talk with people, right? Many of the people, they are always talking. In our classes also, we are telling the students, don't talk lot, always don't talk. We express our feelings like don't talk. Students, learn, please keep your concentration on your work. Okay, so many of the people, they love to talk, is known as the loquacious. And coming to the next one is colloquy. What is this? Colloquy, a formal talk. So if you go to your headmaster and your principals, if you attend an interview, you should be you talk in a formal way, right? If they ask you questions, you just answer to that questions. That is a formal talk. So this is the example for this colloquy. And coming to the next one is soliloquy. Soliloquy means talk by a single person. Usually to oneself. See, in olden days, we are having dramas on the stages, right? A single person acting on the stage. Only single person is acting on the stage, and he is expressing his activities. He is showing his activities. Only single person that he is talking himself. He is talking himself is known as the soliloquy. Only one person is talking. See here, next one is eloquent. Eloquent. Beautifully expressive talking. beautifully expressive talking. So expressing our expressions beautifully. Okay, see, speeches like motivational speakers, they talk with expressions. They talk with expressions beautifully. They express the people and they impress the people, right? They impress the people. They motivate the people. So the body language is very, very, very good to them. So they impress the people by their expressions, beautiful expressions, right? And the motivational speaker is the example for this eloquent. And coming to the grandiloquent. Of overblown or exaggerated talking. See, I am expressing with my body language. I am telling like this and I am using my arms, right? I am using my physically, I am expressing my body language. I am expressing my views, thoughts with my body language. So this is depend all about the body language that I am expressing. See, politicians, see, their speech is different from us. So their speech is different from us because they are different. They are using their body language and the speech is different. The way of the style is different. Everything is different from ours. So that is the main example for this grandiloquent. So next one is, and next coming to the next one is ventriloquism. What is meant by ventriloquism? See here, ventriloquism. Talk without moving the lips so that it appears the voice from another source. So from another source. He is talking with the other persons. But without moving his lips, he talk to other words. See, the best example for this ventriloquism is the puppet show. See, there is a doll in his left hand. So it is moving that side and this side, and it is giving action and also the sound. It talk, but it is not talking. If you see, this is not talking, but the person who is beside the doll is talking with the people. So he impress the people by moving his hand this side and that side. He is talking without moving his lips. So this is the best. Example for this ventriloquism. So puppet show. ఒక బొమ్మతో ఆడిస్తూ తనతో మాట్లాడిస్తూ ఉంటాడు. కానీ అతను మాట్లాడుతుంటాడు బట్ మూవింగ్ ఒక లిప్స్ మూవ్ చేయకుండా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటాడు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ దిస్ ventriloquism. And coming to the next one is interlocutor. A person who takes part in the dialogue or conversation. There is a conversation between two persons. Suddenly a third person enters in that conversation. A third person enters in that conversation and he takes part in a dialogue. Third person enters in that conversation and he takes part in that dialogue. It is known as a interlocutor. And coming to the next one is circumlocution. See here, talk in a roundabout way. Some people, they don't talk in a straight way. They talk indirectly. With the people is known as the circumlocution. Donka tiruguduga matladu. So this is the best example for this circumlocution. So coming to the next one is elocution. Act of talking beautifully. See, in many speeches like motivational speakers and many of the other IAS officers, so many of the people, they give speeches. So they give speeches, expressions and everything is very beautiful. So they talk beautifully. They give their speech beautifully by attracting the people. They impress the people by their words. So that is the best example for this elocution. They talk, the act of talking beautifully, they give speech. They talk with people is known as the elocution. Elocution. And this is the second one that we are having this root word. Loquacious, talking a lot. Many people talk a lot. Colloquy is a formal talk. In interviews, we give formal talk. And soliloquy, talk by a single person on a stage. That only one person is acting on the stage and he is talking with himself. And next one is eloquent, beautifully expressive. Beautifully expressive talking. So give by expressions. With their expressions, they talk beautifully. And grandiloquent is overblown with their body language. So it mainly depend on their body language, the style that they are giving speech. And next, ventriloquism, talking without moving his lips. And next one is interlocutor, a person who takes part in a dialogue, who comes in a conversation and he take a part in the dialogue. Circumlocution is a person who not talk directly, he talk indirectly. And elocution is a talk beautifully, they give the speech beautifully. So this is a second root word that we are having in our textbook. The next, coming to the third one. See here, chron. Chron means time. So all the people, we are running with our time. We are very busy with our works. It depends on time. So we are having a particular time to attend the school, colleges and everything. So this is the time. So next, this is the root word, and these all the words come from these root word. See here, the first one is chronicle. First one is chronicle. See, events of time, record of events ordered by time. See, we are having many events in our India. Okay. See here, we are having Republic Day, we are having Independence Day. So these are all the events, and that events having a particular time. So on January 26th, Republic Day. On Independence is August 15th. So these events having a particular time is known as a chronicle. And coming to the next one, chronological. Time sequence. See, time sequence, event sequence. See, we are having classes, time sequence. We are having a timetable in our school, in our colleges. So we attend that classes in that particular time. So first period in Telugu, second period in English. We are having that particular time and the timetable to that. So this is the time sequence. It is having a sequence, the manner of sequence. See, next one is chronic. Chronic means Dirghakalika. So long period. This is known as a chronic. See here, chronic means pertaining to time of something that continues over an extended period of time. Of something that continues over an extended period of time. So example is chronical diseases. Dirghakalika vyadulu. Chronical diseases. See, like cancer, AIDS, many of the diseases, right? Diabetes. These are all the chronical diseases that lifelong that we should bear that diseases, right? So that is the best example for this chronic. Next one is anachronism. Wrong time. So wrong time. A chronological mistake. Chronological means time sequence. See, time sequence. So the chronological mistake means time anedi mistake ga undachu. And wrong dating of an event. And even dating kuda different, wrong way lo untundi. See, in 1947 we got freedom. We got independence from the British government, right? If I say that in 1950 we got independence, is it the correct time and the correct event that we get that independence? No, it's a wrong time. It's a wrong time that we get. So the correct time is 1947. August 15th, 1947 is the correct time for that event, right? So this is a wrong period of time or period of the date of the event. It is known as the anachronism. Anachronism. See here, synchronize, synchronize. See here, happens at the same time. Two works, two events come at once. See, two events come at once is known as the synchronize. రెండు పనులు ఒకటేసారి జరగడం. ఏదైనా కానీ ఒకటేసారి రెండు పనులు జరగడం. దాన్ని synchronize. See here, and next one is chronometer. Chron means time, chron means time, meter means a device. It is a device. See here, chrono means time and meter is a device. See here, a device for measuring time. See here, this is the device, this is a device, it measures the time. It measures the time. So a particular time. So watch give a particular time. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So we see, we measure the time. We measure the time. So in this watch. So this is a device that gives a particular time and it measures the time. So this is a best example for this. This watch is an example for this chronometer. Chronicle events of time. Chronological time sequence, first period, second period, first episode, second episode, like this the sequence of the time. Chronic means a long period, long period. See the continuous or extending a period. So this is a chronic. And next is anachronism, wrong time, wrong time, wrong time, and the date is also wrong. Next one, synchronize, two works come at once, two events come at once. Chronometer is a device which measures the time. So this is a chron, root word. These are all the words come from this chron. So next one is, and the next one is morph, and the next one is morph. Morph means shape or form. So this pen having a shape, this is the form of a pen. So this shape, the pen having a shape. So this is a morph. This is the morph. See here, morpheme, morpheme, morpheme. See here, first one is morpheme. What is the morpheme? Shape of a unit of a sound or the word. For every word, that word having a shape and word having a sound. See, we sound, this one is morpheme. So this is a word, it is having a shape and it is having a sound. So we sound it like morpheme. This is the example. And next one is morphology. Morpheme means the study, the shape of the unit. So study of the morphemes, study of the morphemes, study of the sound of the word or study of the shape of the word is known as study of the sound of the word or study of the shape of the word is known as morphology. The study of the structure, the study of the structure of the word, form of the word, how it come from, from where it come from. So these are all root words that come from the Latin. Origin is Latin and Greek. So these are all words come from the different languages. So see here, this is the study of the morphemes. Next one, amorphous. Amorphous means having no fixed shape. Having no fixed shape. So is amoeba having a fixed shape? Is amoeba having a fixed shape? No, it changes the shapes, right? It changes the shape. It is not having a fixed shape. That's the example for this amorphous. And next, coming to the polymorph. Polymorph, change into many shapes. Change into many shapes. So is a pen changes in different shapes? No, it's a particular shape that having a pen like this. But for example, if we see a fish, there is a fish in seas and it changes its body to the surroundings. If it is in sand, it look like a sand. It look like a sand. If there is there any fish here? No, it looked like a sand. If it is in rocks, it resembles like a rock only. So it changes its body. It changes its body to the surroundings to help to help that has a fish itself. Next one is polymorph means changes into many shapes. Next one is ectomorph. Ectomorph means with lean muscular body. So some people are very thin, looking like a very thin personality. Very thin personality. So bakka palachaga undadu. So very thin personality is the example for this ectomorph. And next one is endomorph. Endomorph means a plump body shape. So some are looking like fat body. So they are a very fatty body because of fatty tissues. They resemble like a fat body. They are looking like a round body. So that is the example of this endomorph. Endomorph. And next one is mesomorph. Compact and muscular shape. And example is bodybuilder. Is having compact and hard muscles. So they're looking like compact and tight and hard muscles is the best example for this mesomorph. See, morph means shape or form. Shape ledante form. See, morpheme, shape of the unit or of the sound or word. Next one is morphology, study of morphemes, scientific study of form and structure of the word, anything. And amorphous is having no fixed shape like amoeba. And next one is polymorph, changes into many shapes like fish. I have given you example. And next one is ectomorph. Ectomorph with a lean personality. And endomorph is a plump body muscles, like a body with fatty tissues. And next one is mesomorph. Mesomorph means compact and having the body muscles, hard muscles and compact muscles. So this is the meanings of this morph root word. And next, coming to the next one is graph. Graph. What is meant by graph? You know, writing anything is known as graph. Write whatever you are writing is the graph. It is the root word. This graph is the root word. So these are all the words. These all words come from these root word. Coming to the first one, autograph. Many of the people they want autograph from heroes, heroines. So like see, they took autographs from the heroes and heroines. So that's a best example. And autograph means giving. Next one is autograph is a self-written, a person owns writing. See here, self-written. See, many of the people they write their own experiences in their life. They write their own experiences, troubles, happiness and everything. Whatever the issues out there, faced with problems in their lives, they wrote themselves. They wrote their life history is known as the autograph. One who write his own life experiences is known as autograph. And next one is telegraph. Telegraph means writing from afar. Telegram. So if you are far away from your parents, they send telegraph for you. If it is emergency, they send telegram. So from far away they are sending a letter to you. This is the example. Next is graffiti. See here, graffiti is writing on walls or drawing on walls. If you write on the wall, it is graffiti. If you draw a picture on the wall, it is graffiti. See, now in our schools, if you see in our school walls, it's really beautifully many writings and drawings on our walls, our school walls. See, they are really having excellent, beautiful pictures on our school walls. So that is the graffiti that who painted. So now coming to the next one is photography. Photography, the writing of pictures using light. See, nowadays photography is mainly seen in all the marriages, in photo events, and everywhere you are seeing this photography. So many people, they love photography, right? So photography means writing, taking pictures, collecting pictures by using light, So everybody knows the photography, right? And next one is calligraphy. Calligraphy means beautiful writing. So many of the people and the students, they are having a beautiful writing. So right, in our college and our students having beautiful writing. So this is known as a calligraphy. Officials, they are having beautiful writing, right? Professionals, they are having beautiful writing. So అందంగా రాయడం, చాలా అద్భుతంగా రాయడం. So that is known as the calligraphy. Next one is biography. Biography, see here, autography is self-written. People writing their own experiences is known as the autography. See here, coming with biography. Biography is writing someone's life story. Someone's life story. If I write someone's life story, it is known as the biography. Writing some other life story is known as the ఒకరి గురించి అంటే వేరే వాళ్ళ జీవిత చరిత్ర గురించి రాయడం అనేది biography. Writing others life, others experiences in their life is known as the biography. And next one is choreography. Choreography, some people, they are very lovable of dancing. They love dancing. So in cinema industries, we are having choreographers. They keep on going to make steps with heroines. So they are the choreographers who the writing of the dance steps. Who makes the dance step is known as the choreographer. Next, choreography is the writing of the dance step, how to make this step, how to make this step. This is the graphy, that is the writing of the dance step. Next, bibliography. Writing about books used, list of the books used. See, in library we are having a list, how many books are there in library, how many books are used in this library, how many books are there unused, which is not used. So these are all the list we are having in libraries. So this is known as the bibliography. How many books are used, how many books are not used. So this is the list. They are having a list. It is known as the bibliography. Next వచ్చేసి cinematography. What is the cinematography? The writing of film scenes. So directors, there are many people, they write scenes in the cinemas. They small scripts. They're writing small scripts, small short stories. These are all the cinematography who is writing small film scenes. చిన్న సీన్స్ రాయడం. సో షార్ట్ స్టోరీస్, ఫిలిం ఇండస్ట్రీ కూడా, పెద్ద ఫిలిం ఇండస్ట్రీ ఆల్సో యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ దిస్ సినిమాటోగ్రఫీస్. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ కార్టోగ్రఫీ. కార్టోగ్రఫీ ఈస్ రైటింగ్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాప్స్, మేకింగ్ మ్యాప్స్, route maps, India maps, world maps, whatever the maps that you are writing on the maps, making maps is known as cartography. Next one is seismograph. Seismograph means, it is a device which records the earth movement. If there is an earthquake, it records a force, and how many it records a force of the earthquake. This is a device which records the movements of the earth. It is known as the seismograph. See, this is all about the graph that we have learned here. So this is the root word, and from these are all the words that come from this root word. So autograph, self-written; telegraph, writing a letter from far away. Next is graffiti, writing on walls or drawing on the walls. It is known as the graffiti. And next one is photography. Photography means making of pictures. And next one is calligraphy, beautiful writing. Who was having a beautiful writing? It is known as the calligraphy. Next one is biography. Biography means writing someone's life story. Writing someone's life story. It is known as the biography. Next, choreography. Choreography in making dance steps. Writing dance steps. It is known as the choreography. Bibliography is a books write about the books used. There is a list which are used and not used. So next one is cinematography. Who is writing film scenes? Film scenes. It is known as a cinematography. Scenes. ఒక scenes సినిమాకు కావాల్సిన scenes ని రాసే వాళ్ళని రాయడమే cinematography. This is known as a cinematography. Next, cartography, writing of maps or map making. Whatever the maps you are making, the maps is known as the cartography. Next one is seismograph. Seismograph is record. It is a device which records the Earth's movement of the Earth. It records the movement of the Earth. It is known as the seismograph. So this is the root word that we are having in our textbook. And next, coming to the other root word is vert. What is this? Vert. V-E-R-T. Vert. Vert means turn. See, I am turning this to this one, to this side, and this. I am turning this pen. See, tiragadam. Turn means tiragadam. See, next one is these are all the words coming from this root word, right? And see here, the first one is invert. Invert means turn upside down. Invert means turn upside down. See, I am giving this pen like this. See, this is the normal way that I am keeping this pen. Now I am turning this pen upside down. See, this is the position of the pen now. The position of the pen is now upside down. This is the upside. Now it come like upside down. This upside, now it is downwards. And talakrindaluga cheyadam. This is known as the invert. Talakrindaluga cheyadam. Upward to downward. It is known as the turn upside down. It is known as the invert. Next is revert. Revert. So in phones, you see in phones we are having a picture. See, I want to show you picture like a invert. This is the invert. So revert, sorry. This is the revert. Revert means, see, this is the icon that we are having, revert. Revert means this is the icon. So to go back, come again the previous position, to come backwards, it is known as the revert. These are in phones, you observe this icon, right? Next one. And coming to the next root word is next one. Revert. After revert, it is turn back, coming again back. It is known as a revert. Next one is divert. Divert means, see, divert means taking turn away, taking divert. See here, turn from, to turn aside from the course. See, in roads, if there is a traffic, you will see a board there. Take divert. See, I am showing a picture like it. See here, this is the board that we are having on the roads. If there is a problem or a construction or any road repairs, you can see these type of boards on the roads. So you take divert. So the police or some people, they divert our way. So diverted traffic. So traffic is diverted to this position to this position. So taking divert from the position. Taking divert from that position to this position is known as a divert. Now next, coming to the next one is avert. Avert is, so I'm having a plan and I want to go in this way. I want to go in this way. But there is a problem in this way. There is a problem, whatever the problem is. See here picture. Avert means we are having, see here. Now I want to go this way. I want to go in this way. But I'm having a problem in this way. Then I want to turn away from the way, from this problem. I want to turn away from this problem, and again I want to go in my way, my route. So take away, direct అంటే నీ యొక్క గమ్యాన్ని నువ్వు వెళ్ళాల్సిన గమ్యంలో ఏదో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినప్పుడు నువ్వేం చేస్తావు, యు టేక్ అవే, టు టర్న్, కొంచెం మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, టర్న్ అవే, ఒక డైరెక్షన్ కొంచెం మార్పు చేసుకొని, దెన్ అగైన్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు మై వే, ఐఎమ్ ఇన్ మై వే. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, avert, turn away. Next one is vertical. So I am putting this pen in vertical position. This is vertical. This is horizontal. You know, these are all in maths subject. Already you have studied this. This is the vertical position that I am putting this pen. This is a horizontal position. See, I am showing a picture here. So this is a vertical position that building is built. Right? This is a vertical position. Next, it is a vertical position that it will be like upside. It will be like upside. It will be like this. This is the position that we are having, vertical. And next, coming to the next one. Next one is vertical, turned up. This is a turned up. This is a vertical position that we are having. Next is convert. See, convert. Convert means thoroughly turn, to change. In labs you can see this convert. So by using some chemicals, you get one color to another. So it converts to red from green, it converts to yellow to green. So it converts the position, it converts the form, it converts the position from one position to another position, to one color to another color. So it is the convert, it is a convert that to change, have changes. It is known as the convert. So you can observe it in laboratories, right? Next one, extrovert. Extrovert means turned outwards sociably. So many of the people, they are eligible to talk with the people. They want to show out of they want to impress the people, they want to talk with the people, they are energetic, to talk with the people, they are like sociable, they want to work with people, they want to enjoy with people. So they want to extrovert the people. And next, coming to the next one is introvert. Next one is introvert. Introvert means turned within. You don't want to expose. The person who is not like to expose with the other people, that person is called as a reserved person. That person is called as reserved person, who is not able to communicate with others. He want to be alone. He want to be reserved. That person is known as a reserved person. Next is pervert. Pervert means to thoroughly turn away from the normal behavior. So all the people, we are having a normal behavior. So we are normal people having normal behavior. Abnormal behavior seen in psychos. Really, they are having abnormal behavior. They are having abnormal thoughts. Right? They are having abnormal thoughts in their mind. So the behavior is very abnormal. The behavior is very abnormal in psycho patients, in patients, in mentally retarded people. They're having abnormal mentality. So behavior also different. So having an abnormal position. So thoroughly turn away from the normal behavior. So they are not having any normal behavior. They're having abnormal behavior or activities or thoughts. Is known as the pervert. And coming to the next one is subvert. Subvert is to turn against established authority to correct. to turn against established authority. What is the established authority? It is nothing but the government. Is nothing but the government. So some people, they fight against the government. They want some rules. They break the rules, right? They break the rules. They fight with the government. So they don't support the government. So like that people, they are called as the subvert. They turn against established authority to corrupt. To corrupt. It is known as the subvert. And next one is, the last one is advertisement. Last one is advertisement, that which turns you towards the product. Towards the product. So in TVs, in cell phones also nowadays, in cell phones also we are getting advertisements, right? And our thoughts to be like towards the product, to change our thoughts to towards the product. So many of the advertisements we are seeing nowadays, or really in TVs, in cinema halls, wherever you go, you are having an advertisement to promote any product, to promote a product. I want to promote this product. It is a pen that I am using is wonderfully writing, and it's a color is also very good, and writing is also very good. So I want to promote this. I want to promote this pen. So I'll give a advertisement. So to promote a product is known as the advertisement that you can see in TV, cell phones, anywhere. See here. So this is a root word we are having, vert. This is a root word we are having, vert. Invert means upside down. This is a upside. We are putting like this, down. A revert means turn back. Come again to the normal position. And divert means to divert the position. You want to go this way, but I want to divert this your position to this way. And next one is avert. Turn away. You want to go this side, but make a turn and go in this way. Next one is vertical, like this. This is a vertical and this is a horizontal. So this is a vertical. This is an example for this vertical. And next, convert. Convert means in laboratories the changes. They change the color, converts to other color. The chemical bonds take place. It changes the form, everything, right? And next one is extrovert, is outward, sociable, who enjoyed a lot to work with people, right? And introvert is, he is a reserved person. He is not able to talk with other people. He is very reserved. Next one is pervert. Pervert means not having normal behavior. He is thoroughly turned away from the normal behavior. He turns from normal behavior to abnormal. Example is psychos. And the subvert is to turn against established authority. So who fight against the government is the example for this subvert. And next one is advertisement. Advertisement, regularly we are watching these advertisements anywhere. In anywhere we are watching these advertisements, and also TVs, cell phones, in everywhere. So these are all the root words that we are having in our textbook. So please students, read carefully, and it is also a marks gaining part in our textbook. So please, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity. I am very thankful to you, sir.